Welcome today to another episode of Business Success Interviews. Today we are joined by Lisa Bradford with Lisa Lou Boutique and Beauty. And Lisa is a fairly new business owner in the Cedar Valley. So Lisa, tell us a little bit about your business that you started.
So my business is selling women's clothes. Starts at, I would say, a size small up to about a 3X. I just sell clothes to women that want to do things like you can wear them to work, you can go to church. And then I do have some stuff that you can wear if you're trying to go, out on a date with your boyfriend, husband, things like that.
Awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, I moved into this new building November 1st and opened at the end of November. But I've been doing this since around 2018 from home.
Awesome. And if you haven't stopped in to Lisa's boutique, it is beautiful. It's eye candy all around, but it's decorated so elegantly. It really is a great place to stop in. And Lisa has just an amazing fashion sense. So tell me why you chose to open a boutique in the Cedar Valley.
Well, it just has a lot to do with my love for fashion, first of all. But, I can't wear everything myself. So I thought I would share my taste with the Cedar Valley. Like I said, I started at home and I had so many people coming over at all times of day and late into the evening. And my husband was like, okay, I think you should probably, think about getting a space. So I did.
And I've met him and he seems to be a really great supporter of you. So tell us a little bit about the support system that you've had launching a business during these last couple of years and opening a brick and mortar space.
So I recently graduated from the BBEA class. And it was so helpful. You learn about, how to do business taxes, you want to be a sole proprietor or an LLC. If you want to continue, being at home, or if you want to break out and go out into the community. That class was beneficial in the way that it broke me out of my shell to just come out and share my talent with other people.
Yeah. So tell anybody watching this what the acronym you just said, the
BBEA.
Yes, BBEA. Thank you so much. Tell us what the BBEA stands for.
At this time, but I know the BBEA is Black business, but it's just educational for, businesses to get started, and let them know, it's like a springboard in coming out in the community.
And there have been a fair amount of businesses over the last year plus that have really been supported by that organization and are opening in the Cedar Valley, which is awesome because it adds to our economy so well. So tell me, who is your ideal client? Like, who really needs to come and stop in your store?
So my ideal client is any person that wears women's clothes and they're just looking for something where they want to feel sex, but they still want to be covered up. It's basically, I have people come in probably ages 18 all the way up to my step grandmother. She's 100 plus. So I have a large range of styles for anybody who is just looking to be cute.
And I was there for your grand opening or your ribbon cutting, and I was talking to a woman who was there and who's done some modeling for you. And she said that you encouraged her to try on a dress that she thought, no way, not in a million years, would that be her thing. And she said she was so incredibly surprised at how great she felt in it, how great she felt she looked in it. And it was really uplifting for her to experience that. So tell us a little bit about what started your passion and love for fashion, because not all of us have your ability to see an outfit in their head or see something that would look good on somebody and actually have it look good on somebody.
Yeah, it started early. I mean, I used to dress my friends when we would get ready to go to parties and stuff. And it's like, oh, you need this. And I would grab it from my closet and let them borrow it. I mean, I just have a vision of what I think people could actually look like. I see the potential in people. Like, as far as the young lady you mentioned, my model, she hated to shop. She did not want to be a model. I had to really encourage her to do that because she was totally against it, because she's like, nobody wants to look at me. But, like I said, I can look at someone and, you can just envision them in certain things that you have in the store and encourage them to try it on so they can just see what it looks like. And usually it turns out really well. She has definitely stepped out of her shell.
In talking to a couple of the ladies that were in your store that day, I have to say the overwhelming consensus was that working with you in their fashion, finding the right looks has been super empowering, has been super confidence building. And so, I just have to shout out anybody who feels like they have no fashion sense, don't know how to put together an outfit, maybe isn't confident about their look. You're the boutique to go to in the Cedar Valley, because that was overwhelmingly what I heard from the women that were in your store was, I'm not confident with clothes, and I work with Lisa and I feel great and confident about my look. And it's all her vision for what that is. So you have an extreme talent in fashion for sure, and a lot of raving fans in the Cedar Valley. So you've opened the business during, sort of a tough time that we've had over the last couple of years. Tell me, as a newer business owner, what's some advice that you would give to somebody thinking about opening up a retail store here in the Cedar Valley?
My first piece of advice would be to make sure you save before you decide to go into it, or, have some type of income, because, you have to account for the slower times. It's not really for someone who expects everything to be great from beginning to end, because it's definitely a reality check. I mean, there are some days where you're pretty much just, by yourself. But then there are other days where you get lots and lots of business. So you have to really prepare yourself for it. It's not something that you can just write down on paper and it comes out perfect. It's definitely, you really have to plan for it. Definitely make a sturdy plan, for sure. That's my number one thing.
Awesome. And what do you think, what advice were you given along the way that you thought was really beneficial to know right up front?
Mostly to be confident and believe in what you're doing, because it shines through and it helps, others to believe what you're saying, because it is true. I mean, confidence, it has a whole lot to do with it.
Absolutely. So if somebody wants to come and visit your store or check you out online, because I know you have a website, where do they go to see your physical location, and where do they find your website?
So my physical location is 614 Mulberry Street in Sweet in Waterloo, Iowa. And my website, it is Lisa Lous, LOUS.com.
And there's a lot of great pictures of the assortment. And one of the things that I noticed is it's so different than a lot of the big box retailers in that there's a lot of variety, but a limited selection of those pieces. So it's not like you're going to run into so many people that are sporting your exact same look. So there's a lot of opportunity to really be unique and have your own look that everybody else isn't going to be necessarily wearing, because you have such particular custom pieces in your shop. So anything else that you think is important for anybody to know about your boutique or coming to shop with you, or even business in general?
Well, coming to shop here, it's a really laid back environment. I don't pressure anybody to do, to buy anything or to try on something. I mean, if they're totally against it, I won't say, well, yeah, you really should try it on, because I want it to be relaxed. I want people to be or not feel pressured when they come in. And, like if there's like a special event, like, if you have a birthday coming up, or if you're going to a wedding and you want to look extra special, and maybe I don't have what you're looking for in my store. I mean, I've been known to, do some personal shopping for people as well. So, that's something I'm getting into as well.
Awesome. I love that. And one of the other things I noticed when I was in your store is that you have some partnerships with specifically at least one other business owner and another one that you're working on. So how did that collaboration come about?
So her products, she is Lulit's Essence, and she has hair products and hair and skin products, and products for men as far as beard oil and beard butter. And she was actually in the class before mine, and she graduated a class before me. And I just thought that it would be a good idea for her to gain exposure by having products in here as well. Maybe of her customers who come to get her oils will also look at the clothes and vice versa.
Yeah, I love the collaboration, and I think that there's such an opportunity for us as women business owners, especially, to support each other and promote each other and really help each other be successful. And one of the things that I loved about working with that first cohort of what was then called the MBEA program was everybody was so incredibly supportive of each other and really wanted each other to be successful. And as I've talked to and met other members, this next class that you graduated with from that group, that same theme is out there. And I think that that is something that really should never be underestimated. The power of collaborating and having an abundance mindset and co-promoting each other really is amazing in helping everybody succeed. So I want to congratulate you on having that kind of mindset and creating those partnerships, because there is so much power in us working together and helping each other be the best business owners. And it's also really great for our community. When small businesses win in our community wins, and that is powerful. So anything else that you want to add or that we should know before I let you go today?
No, nothing that I can think of. I think we covered everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And again, we'll put the details of how you can shop with Lisa at Lisa Lou's Boutique and Beauty in the details of this video. And I highly encourage you to stop down, especially just go visit downtown Waterloo. There's so many great new businesses that are popping up down there that it's a great opportunity to really see what's happening and connect with all of the new and exciting businesses and products and services, with Lisa's Boutique, of course, being one of those that I think is going to be a cornerstone for a long time to come. So again, thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us. And this has been another episode of the Business Success Interviews.